What's up, everybody? Welcome to today's video. So today we are going to basically sorry, that was a little crazy, but so yeah, today's video basically is just about Luma Booth, our favorite iPad photo booth software. I'm going to give you guys just a little walkthrough of what it looks like. Just so you know, if you're considering using this software or you're not sure which software to use, maybe this can be helpful. Without further ado, let's just hop onto the iPad and let's get this video started. Sorry for the audio if it's a little windy. I am outside. So let's open Luma Booth app up. Okay, so this is the first thing you should see is the event screen. So if you have a bunch of events, you can basically go through and pick which one you want to open up. Or right here, you see the bottom, it says new event. You can create a new one. But let's just open this one up here. Hit launch event. So you're going to click the top right. It's a little arrow. And right here, you'll see at the top, you have all of the settings, everything that you can customize and get your event ready is right here. So right here, you see welcome screen to the left. I'm going to click that. This is the first thing that the guests at the event will see. It's the screen to give them the option to select the experience. And this is all customizable here through the iPad on the software. So, you know, they have some pre-made themes here. To be honest, they're kind of whack. We usually just upload our own image from Google and use that as a background just to match the theme. And you can like customize the text. They have different fonts. You know, also the color of the font. See the background you can change as well. And yeah, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but this is important. Really, this is where you can really customize your event, and every little thing that you can do to customize it just makes your company look better. So print layout is the next thing. So I wish Luma Booth wouldn't just call this print layout. It should just be called layout because it's a little confusing. You think that, you know, you have to be using this for a print if you're running your photo booth. We just do digital, and this is the layout that is shown for every digital photo that's taken. So again, you can see all this stuff is done in Luma Booth. All these graduation caps were just, you know, we uploaded a bunch and we just, you know, maneuver them around. But again, I'm not going to go into depth about the making a template on Luma Booth. That is going to be probably a video we're going to do in the next week. My fiance is going to go into detail on how to do all this stuff. So, but yeah, you guys, also a little quick pro tip. Make sure you're putting your website or your info on the templates, the layouts, because it's free marketing. You know, everyone's going to be posting these on social media, and it just makes sense for you to have your info there. All right, so now we're going to go to the setup. The first thing is capture mode. So right here is where you can deselect and select the features that your photo booth are going to have. So like the cool thing about Luma Booth, you can just, it says right here in red, we have boomerang /360. So if you have a 360 event, this is the one that you're going to put. And it also is boomerang if it's just a normal photo booth. So what we like to do in our business, we like to offer just the photo as the base package. And then if they want to upgrade for an additional cost, we will add the GIF, boomerang, and then the video option. So moving on to the capture settings. So for all of those settings, experiences like photo, GIF, boomerang, and video, you can basically tweak the settings here. Mainly it's just timing, how much time before a photo, after a photo, the speed of the boomerang, you know, you can have it play in reverse and all that, but you can really get into detail on the experience after it and during. So it's really neat. Here, this is all, again, done on the iPad. So the next thing we're going to go to is background removal. This is a really nice, cool feature they just added. It's artificial green screen. What it will do is it'll crop out the background without a green screen and allow us to use our own image. I'll do that after. I just want to give you guys the gist of the software. So now we're moving to effects. This will be shown after the photos are taken or before if it's a boomerang and all that. So yeah, these are just some filters you can have added. This what really separates the digital photo booth from the traditional booth, or the amount of filters. You can even add your own custom one. Right here you see it. I honestly don't know how. We never done it. But, you know, this filter right here, the glam one, is super popular. And then, yeah, you can have the guests choose, or you can cycle through. We always just let the guests choose. So we will go to the next setup mode. All right, and this is stickers. Basically, we just call these digital props. These are used after the photos have been taken. Guests can basically just add one. You can even do your own custom ones. You see here, this is from a wedding we did, which was Star Wars themed. These are all the ones that we had used, and you see right here and right here, these are the bride and groom's faces. We usually charge $100 to have your own custom digital props, but this was the first time we did it, and we did it for free, just to add some value. But yeah, most of the time we just stick to the default ones. And the next setup setting are the camera settings. All right, man, this angle is not flattering. And here's the wind chime right here, you guys, that's been making all this noise. So we do drop-offs, meaning that we just drop the photo booth off, we leave, come back, pick it up later. So our exposure for all of our settings is usually just on automatic, because we'll come in the day and we leave the photo booth for daylight settings, and then when it hits night, the settings will automatically adjust to it. If you do, let's say, manual settings, your camera settings will be messed up by the time the light changes, because it's stuck on a certain setting. So it all depends. If you're gonna stay there and you want the best quality image from this photo booth, 100% you guys keep it in auto settings. Just dial it in on, I'm sorry, manual settings. Forgive me. If you're gonna be there in person, manual settings are the best. You're gonna get the crispiest, the most, everything's gonna be proper. But if you're leaving it, your best bet is to do manual, automatic. So it does automatically. So yeah, you can change everything from the shutter speed, ISO, temperature, tint. You can change the camera angle. Stabilization here is mainly for the 360 photo booth, because it's moving. You don't need stabilization if you're using it for a regular photo booth. So yeah, I hope that made sense. Let's move on to the next setting. We have print setup. This is just if you're printing, obviously. You're able to do it a few ways. You know, the cool thing about this too is you can even have right here. So if you're at an event and you want to just cap the amount of prints your guests can do, you can do that. You can have it max set of copies that they can do. So like, let's say you don't want it to print any more than 4 at a time maximum, you can do that, or you can set it to 1. And really quick, you guys, the best way to print on Luma Booth is with a laptop and use Luma Booth Assistant plugged into the printer. To me, it's just the most reliable way. So I can make a future video on that alone. So now we are going to move on to the settings right here. It's the email and text part of it. You can basically just so now, like, if you select that, that means the guests can email their photos, boomerangs, everything, the videos, and they can also text it to themselves. So you can basically right here, you can have an email for them to reply to, or you have the subject where it's just like, hey, here's your photo from our company, and right here the text, you know, obviously here's your photo from my photo booth company, and then so on and so on. It's very neat to do this. You want to make sure you have your company name in it, so when they get the text, it's just more branding awareness. So sharing settings. All right. So this is basically the settings that they will have once the photo's taken, the sharing. So there is a QR code, and I'll show you guys this after. It's really neat if there's a group of people in the photo that you just pull up the QR code, everyone scans it, and it just speeds up the process of everyone getting their photo faster. Because if you have 10 people in a photo, and that's 10 people that have to put their number inside of on the iPad, it takes a long time, and it's just kind of cool to have a QR code. It's just something that's not, you don't see very often. And then, you know, let's see what else is here. There's a retake button. So a lot of times people will take a photo, they don't like the way it turns out. You can allow them to hit retake so the photo doesn't get uploaded to the gallery. So let's go ahead and move on. Next would be virtual attendant. All right. So this virtual attendant, what it really is just a voice that is, voice that happens when the guest use the photo booth. I'll give you guys I'll show you guys after, but it's just like you press start. It's a voice that says, get ready, takes a photo, and it goes, looking good. And then after it takes all the photos, it's like, all right, share your photo. So this is very important I like to leave it on because a lot of people don't know how to use the photo booth, but if they hear the virtual attendant saying, you know, what's going on, you know, like next photo, share your photo, it just makes it a little easier. But the cool thing about this, you guys, is the voice that you have. You can use American female, American male, British, whatever. You can even customize it. Yeah, so I guess it all depends on your preference. And I'll show you guys after. It's super cool. I love it. And yeah, you can have the commands right here. So before on pick one right here, you can basically have it say any of these commands. So it all depends on you, on what you like. So let's move on. And we don't really use this. You can have your guests have like a survey. This is good for like businesses that have like events and they want to collect data or get information by asking questions, and they could do that. But we don't really use this for the our photo booth. Disclaimer: this is really cool if you want if you throw a free event, right? You can have this disclaimer and you can change it, basically saying like, hey, by using this photo booth, you allow us to use any photos taken from our photo booth, and for us to use it for marketing purposes. And then they have to agree before they use the booth or send it out. So it's kind of cool to have. And, you know, just if you're getting started and you want content for your website or promoting all that stuff. So, all right. So then now it's right here under launch event. You'll see more sharing status. This is super important, you guys. So if you're at an event and you come to pick up the event, and let's just say your customer's saying that none of the photos were sent, or like some of them didn't go through, this is where you're going to want to go and open it up. You'll see on the right side where it says pending with the star, if there's any numbers there, that means that the connection to the internet is weak, or there was some kind of hiccup and you weren't able to send them out. Doesn't mean that you can't send them out. That just means you have to connect to a better internet connection. So that is super important to come here. If it ever happens to you, just close out Luma booth, open it up when you're in a better connection, and then send a test photo. You should see all of the pending go to the actual sent. And then right here, the lock pin, I have ours set up to 5555, and I'll show you what that is in a second. And then about Luma booth, it just tells you the app version and all that stuff. And then for account, it's just your account info here. You know, tells you how many iPads you have activated and when your subscription ends. So let's just go to launch event. I'm going to assume that it's ready. You have everything ready. So now that we're here, remember I mentioned locked event. You're going to want to press the little button and then you hit lock. So now if I want to get here to mess with the settings, I'd have to hit my code, which is 5555. And this is important to have on because you'll have people at your event maybe tap this, and who knows, they might, you know, it could be a little kid or someone that's drunk. They could go through and literally go to the template or the welcome screen and mess up all the settings. You don't want that. You want to make sure it's locked. So launch event, we're going to lock it. Okay. So let's turn the volume up. I want to show you guys the virtual.
Get ready.
So that's the virtual attendant, you guys. This is the get ready part.
Okay, smile.
Yeah, she's always telling me to smile. Always. All right.
Say cheese.
Okay. Say cheese. All right. So now we selected all our filters. That's the glam one. And it's really neat to have all these options here. Then we hit next.
Ooh, looking good. Share your photos.
And then here you go. We have the template with the photos we took. And then here are the props at the bottom. You can add them. You could delete it. Let's just say, like, you know, you can make them smaller. I'll just leave this one right here. So then we hit next. And then here we go. So as I mentioned earlier, you can make the photos into a GIF. And then we go back. You can. And then you can text. And then they'll get the link. And here's the QR code, right? They scan the QR code, and then they should have the option to do it. Or they can send email. And let's just say I sent it to my phone. We're going to hit retake. And then you want to delete the session so it gets deleted. All right, so let's show you. I want to show you guys real quick the green screen feature before we wrap this video up. Background removal. We're going to do the artificial green screen. And right here you can put one as an overlay that goes over the face or the subjects or the background. You're gonna want to do the background. Let's just do this one here. All right, I'm gonna hit OK. All right, so now we're gonna go to launch event.
Get ready.
And it didn't work. I don't know why it didn't work. Let me exit this. Maybe I didn't set it up right. So guys, this is why you always want to test everything. Let guest choose. See right here, I didn't set it. Okay, this is the problem. I hit, it's green screen. You have to hit AI green screen. There you go. This is all I wanted to show you. And you guys, I'm not using any lighting. It's just me outside. So let's just do it like this, just to show you. See, that's what it is. All right. I guess I'll just leave it here, finish out the video like this. This is so weird. Luma Booth, you guys, is great. If you're just getting started, and you know, you don't want to pay a crazy monthly fee. You might have 1 to 2 events weekly, or even 3 events monthly. You know, it's $20. It allows you to use the software unlimited. As far as, like, you know, you get two devices at one time, so you could literally have an event every single day for the month, and you're only paying $20. And yeah, let me hop out of the software. So after every photo gets taken, oh, actually I don't have it set here. I'll just go back here. So after every photo is taken, it gets uploaded to a gallery on a website called photoshare.co. You can manage all the photos from that website after you make your login info. You can delete the photos. You can manage your events from there as far as the gallery goes. So it's pretty neat. It's a little bit complicated, but you guys, I'm also going to leave the link to join the Luma Booth Facebook group. So if you have any questions, I might not be available all the time, but yeah, you can join the Facebook group. You can ask questions there. And again, guys, look how cool this is. And this is a crappy JPEG low resolution that we found. Imagine a nice background. That would look pretty sick. And yeah, we just offered this new to our clients as well. So again, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next video. And yeah, take care.